Hey beautiful, welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now my dear, hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pickle card reading. Now, before I continue with this reading, I have a very special announcement to make. This week, we're going to have a very special week coming through, my dear, because this week I'm going to make a future spouse week, which means that every single day I will upload a reading for you guys, whether it's a candle wax reading or even a pick a card reading in which it's only future spouse topics. So this was an idea that I got and I thought, hey, why not do it? It sounds very exciting. And I also got some suggestions coming through from you guys regarding what kind of future spouse readings it is that you would like to see. So, my dear, if this is something you're interested in, then definitely make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, and if you're already subscribed, then let's look forward to amazing readings coming this week. So, my dear, now let's come back to this reading. Oh, no, by the way, happy Halloween. That's another thing I want to say. Happy Halloween to everyone who celebrates. I hope you're going to have a wonderful day, evening, whatever you've planned, whether it's with your loved ones, friends, whether you stay home or you celebrate. I hope this is going to be a, very exciting day for you. Now, let's come back to the reading now. So I'm starting off this week, this future spouse week, of course, with a future spouse reading. And this is all about what will be your future spouse's first impression of you. Now, my dear, as always, I have 3 pals you can choose from, and today I have cards and crystals for you guys. And the theme today is the lovers. So every pal has a different lovers card. All right, so this is pal 1, this is pal 2, and this is going to be pal 3. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what will be your future spouse's first impression of you. Now, before we start with the candle wax reading, my dear, I would like to get you guys one card from this oracle deck, and yeah, then we will start. So let's see, for my beautiful pile 1, what will be your future spouse's first impression of you? Let's see which archetype represents your energy very, very well within this first encounter, or at least how your future spouse perceives you, right? Because we're looking from their view here. So for my beautiful pile, okay, a lot of cards fell. I only want one card, please. All right. And we got the artist archetype. And it says, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. All right. What will be your future spouse's first impression of you? First of all, my dear, I'm getting a very interesting message. And this has to do also, or it also is influenced, better to say, the kind of circumstance you guys meet in. But what I'm feeling is that, first of all, what you're wearing, okay? That's the first message I'm getting through this card. I feel like maybe some of you guys Of course, once again, it depends on the occasion and the circumstance you guys meet, but it could be some kind of a mm, maybe a little bit formal setting, or if it's not formal, there is this element of expressing yourself, okay, in this energy. With this artist card, there is something about you expressing yourself through the clothes you're wearing. So, whether it's a formal setting or not, the things you're wearing, you have definitely put some thought into it. I really feel like people at this place have been, yeah, really taking care of themselves. They want to look good. So it wouldn't surprise me if this was some kind of celebration or perhaps formal setting as well. But one of the first impressions that your future spouse is going to have of you is that, yeah, yeah, I heard this. Okay. Is that you look very, very good. Like the things you're wearing are very beautiful on you. They complement, your body, your skin tone, your yeah, your just overall energy as well. I feel like for some of you guys, maybe you're wearing something colorful and it also suits beautiful your very vivid and energetical yeah, energy that you're giving off, like this very exciting vibe and energy that you may have at this particular day. You're gonna be very yeah, very happy, very joyful to be at this place. And it also shows through the things you're wearing. It's kind of like it in a way mirrors your energy. I don't see you guys wearing something dark or something, yeah, it feels like something expressive. It could be some pattern on the clothes or some very vibrant colors. But that's definitely going to be not only one of the first things your future spouse is going to notice of you, but a lot of people. You're going to look very, very good. And most importantly, you're going to feel very good. And because you feel so good about yourself, about what you're wearing, about the day, the event, the place. It's such a beautiful circle, like everything coming together here. And people can pick up on it. They can pick up on the fact that you are at this day very confident in yourself. Whether it's internally, also externally, you look good and you feel good. And that's perceivable. And that's definitely one of the things your future spouse is going to perceive. Another thing I'm receiving here, and it really depends, it could be something specific for someone, but for some of you guys, it could be the case that your future spouse hears something about you, like someone may talk about you, and they may hear that you have some kind of maybe creative project or some kind of artistic project that is very impressive or that you may be working on during that time. Your future spouse may get to know that you are a very creative person and maybe there's something that you have a lot of passion for. Once again, this could be specific just for a few of you because the main energy, the main message of this reading was definitely more so connected to the clothes and to the expression regarding your physical self. But this is also a message that I'm receiving, so yeah, I thought I would also mention it. There could be something creative that you do that your future spouse will hear of. Yeah, okay. Now let's start with the candle wax reading, my dear. All right, let me get you your candle. For my beautiful pile, 1. All right. How exciting. What will be your future spouse's first impression of you? What do you need to know? Now, my dear, as always, please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for my beautiful pile one. What do you need to know? What will be your future spouse's first impressions of you? Okay, so I'm receiving a message which is very interesting. Now, it doesn't matter how old you are, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. This is about the energy. But one message that I received was your future spouse is going to perceive you as someone who's coming off as very youthful, perhaps a youthful spirit, a youthful energy. But yeah, that's one of the first impressions they're going to have. If this is some kind of scenario in which maybe there's also people dancing involved, then maybe they're gonna see you dancing very carefree, and there's something very innocent to it, or something very youthful about it, okay? But this is definitely the first thing that I'm receiving here. And once again, this has nothing to do with your age. This is the energy that you're embodying in this particular moment. And then they're gonna perceive you as someone who still has maintained this very youthful spirit about them, which is very beautiful to witness, I'm hearing. It's something that your future spouse is going to find very sweet. And another thing I would like to mention here as well is that I do feel like your future spouse is someone who may not be the most open person when it comes to relationship. And the reason for that is because life has taught them to be cautious regarding this. And I'm talking here specific about relationships, okay? So they could be a very open person, generally speaking, but when it comes to finding a partner or starting a relationship with someone, this is not something that they, yeah, just jump into or they take lightly. And I really feel like one thing that your future spouse will notice about you, one impression they will have of you, is that it is so easy for them to open up, although maybe they are very cautious normally and they are a little bit guarded when it comes to potential love interests. With you, it's gonna be a little bit different. And not only is this gonna surprise them of themselves, but this is also gonna be something very memorable about you, that for some reason it is very easy for them to, yeah, open up to you. Although I feel like this person is someone who is healed, like whatever it is that they have experienced in the past, it's not something which is heavy on their energy or something which they're carrying with themselves. The reason why they may be a little bit guarded is not because they're wounded still, but because they've learned the lesson. They've learned that, okay, in the past, I allowed everyone to just, go through the door without maybe being a little bit cautious, and it didn't do me well. So now I'm not going to do the same mistake, and I'm going to be more careful. That's kind of the lesson that they have taken from this experience. So this is where this is coming from, just for you guys to know. I do feel like for some of you, not for everyone, of course, but for some, you may meet your future spouse in a social gathering because it does feel like a little bit crowded. And in fact, it may even feel like a warm environment. Let me explain what I mean by that. Sometimes I'm speaking very symbolically, but like by warm, I mean you could have people by your side, and even if it's just one person, but definitely there's someone with you here that gives you some kind of warm and like comforting energy. So even if this is a place where there are a lot of people, where there are a lot of like strangers still, you could have at least one person with you that nurtures you or suits you, such as maybe a friend, a family member, a colleague. Okay, if this is some kind of a work environment, it could be a colleague that's a friend or that you get along with very well. But for some reason, I'm receiving this energy that you're gonna have at least one person here that will make you feel good about this maybe a little bit strange place. Okay, not strange place, but place with strangers this way. The place is not strange, but like there could be a lot of strangers. That's what I mean. Okay. And if some of you guys sometimes you don't really like to go to places where there are a lot of new people and strangers, it's maybe a little bit out of your comfort zone, then maybe that's why I'm receiving this message for someone that you will have at least one person there who will make you feel grounded and comforted. Very interesting. I definitely see you being very happy, and your future spouse is going to pick up on that as well. This is definitely a place in which you are enjoying being there. I'm not getting a message whether before attending this place, whether you were excited or not, but I get a message that during the time you're there, you're going to enjoy yourself. And this is, or at least, okay, we have to also keep in mind that this is everything from your future spouse's view or what they're perceiving, and sometimes the way we portray ourselves to the outside could even be very different from how we're feeling within, right? So hey, maybe some of you guys, you are enjoying yourself, maybe for others you're not enjoying yourselves, but the way you are acting, your future spouse feels like you are enjoying yourself. And I feel like it's very important to mention that as well, because every message I'm receiving here, this is coming from what your future spouse sees, okay? And not necessarily the truth for you, but how they're feeling, what they're feeling, what they're thinking, and stuff like that, right? Their impression. For some of you guys, there could also be some traveling involved in this energy. All right. It doesn't have to be necessarily always long distance travel. It could also be, let's just say, by car, short distance travel. But of course, it could also be something like much more significant or much more distant, such as airplane travel and stuff like that. I also would like to talk about the fact that this is a message I received in the beginning, and but because I was receiving so many messages, I had to put it aside. But now I want to go back to this message. So one message I'm also receiving here that I find very interesting, by the way, is that your future spouse is going to feel like you are someone who's going to have, or you have a lot of options. They feel like you're someone that a lot of people are interested in, and it's kind of like they feel they have to compete for you. All right. So at the time when you guys meet each other, if you haven't, of course, but at the time when you meet, it could be the case that you have a lot of admirers, or once again, remember, we're looking here from your future spouse's view. So your future spouse is going to feel like that you have a lot of admirers, a lot of people interested in you. And it's kind of like they have to present themselves in a good way, so you would consider them, or they can compete with the others. And I see you at this particular day or evening definitely having a open energy as well. So, if you're someone who is normally a little bit guarded yourself, at this particular place, you're definitely going to come off as a very open person. Once again, even if you may not be like that, this is how they're going to perceive you. For others, maybe you are a very open person, and well, this is also how others see you. But when it comes to your energy, you're giving an impression that you are very receptive, that you are very open, that you are, for some reason, I heard free. Interesting. Like, this first impression is gonna make this person want to pursue you. Like, from the first impression, your future spouse is gonna have their mind on pursuing you. And once again, maybe there's this element of the competition coming through here as well, right? But I definitely see this here. I see that your future spouse, they're very motivated, they're very inspired by you as well. And yeah, they want to show you that they're interested in you, and they want to be different from the other admirers that you have. They want to stand out. So I feel like your future spouse, when it comes to how they're going to pursue you, it's definitely in a very charming way. By the way, one of the readings for this week that I thought about also recording is how they will pursue you. So if this is something you're interested in, then definitely let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, very active, very consistent. And very exciting as well. You know, your future spouse's energy is coming through as they're very exciting, they're willing, they want this, and you're gonna feel it, you're gonna see it through their actions, through their words, but more so through their actions for sure. This is someone who shows you how they feel. They act rather than talking about it and not showing any results or any actions, you know. So, my dear pile one, this is all I have for you guys for today. I feel like we got for you guys not only first impressions, but also definitely a lot of insights regarding your future spouse's inner world, you know, how they're gonna feel and what thoughts are going through their mind, right? So, my dear, as always, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And yeah, my dear, as always, if you haven't, I of course invite you also to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal one. Take care, my dear. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what will be your future spouse's first impression of you. Now, my dear, before we start with the candle wax reading, I would like to get you guys one card from this Oracle archetype deck. So yeah, let's start straight away. For my beautiful pile 2. What will be your future spouse's first impression of you? What information can we get about it? Let's see. For my beautiful pile 2. Okay. So, the card we got for you guys is humility, or excuse me, first, the student archetype, and it says humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Wow, that's a very sweet energy. And the message that I'm receiving from this card is also very straightforward. So, what I'm getting from this card, my dear, is that I am receiving such a dominant message, which is all about you and your future spouse emerging into a very important conversation. Now, of course, it depends on the kind of circumstance you guys meet in. However, I really feel like there will be a conversation, like there will be an opportunity for you guys to maybe sit aside for a second or go outside and have a conversation. And I even feel like this conversation is gonna pass so quickly. When we sometimes are talking to someone that we're enjoying, speaking to them, having a conversation with them so much that time flies by like that. And I also feel like this conversation you guys are going to have with each other, it's not going to be a like hour-long conversation, but it's going to leave you both in a very positive impression of each other. And let's focus on your future spouse here because this is about them. This is about their first impression of you. I really feel like you guys are going to have the opportunity to also emerge into maybe a very exciting topic, or I feel like you guys are gonna have great chemistry, and through the conversation this is also gonna be shown pretty clearly. And one thing that your future spouse will get from this conversation, one thing they will get to know, is that you are someone who is very knowledgeable and is very, like, I'm hearing smart. This is going to be one of the first impressions they're going to have of you. And it's kind of like, my dear, I feel like you and your future spouse, you will connect within this first encounter mentally a lot. So the exchange you guys are going to have will definitely be on a mental level, and it's going to leave a great impression on your future spouse. They're going to be very, very excited and very impressed by you. So it's either that you guys maybe talk about a certain like subject or topic that you are very passionate about or you know a lot about, and you're going to share it with them, and it's going to leave them very, very impressed. Or maybe you guys are just going to talk about something like more personal regarding yourself, and it's going to spark an interest in them. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to tell them all your secrets. Of course not. This is not something a person normally does, when meeting someone for the very first time, right? So it may not be something, let's just say, too private about yourself, but more so something. Wait. Yeah, I'm getting the message. It's all about them getting interested, or you awakening the spark. Like, they're gonna be very curious about you. Yeah, your future spouse is gonna be very curious about you. But definitely the conversation you guys are gonna have is gonna leave a very positive impression that you are someone who it's very easy for them to connect mentally with. And besides that, you're someone who's very smart. You could be very knowledgeable, maybe regarding the topic you guys are going to talk about, right? That doesn't mean you know everything, but regarding whatever it is that you guys are going to start a conversation with, they're going to feel like you know what you're talking about. A very positive, like, first conversation here. Yeah, on both sides, not only for them, but for you as well. They will enjoy this conversation and you will enjoy it too. Okay? So, having said that, I would say let's start straight away with your candle wax reading, my dear. Let me get you your water bottle. Not water bottle. Your water. What is it called? I forgot it. Oh my goodness. This. Okay. Your water bowl. Yeah. Excuse me, my dear. And your candle. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So, for my beautiful pile two, let's go back to the reading. All right. Let's see for my beautiful pile two. As always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for my beautiful pal too. What will be your future spouse's first impression of you? What do you need to know? The first thing I would like to talk about here is that your energy. Your energy in this first encounter is going to be incredible. You're going to be you're going to be like a ball of energy that will also spark something within other people. You know, like a candle which also lights up other candles, you know? This is going to be your energy. I want to be very honest. I feel like you're going to enjoy yourself a lot. This could be a um circumstance, or you may meet at a place where this could be a party, this could be a celebration, definitely a celebration, or some kind of a place where definitely people are here to enjoy themselves. They're in a good mood, celebrating maybe someone or something. If it's not that, it could definitely be a maybe restaurant or a public place that people are having a lot of fun in. But definitely, you guys, this is something I'm getting. And when we're looking into the impression that your future spouse is going to have of you, and not only your future spouse, this is something everyone can see clearly. It's that you're enjoying yourself. You're going to be very just shining bright, you know? You're going to glow, you're going to shine. You're going to give other people a lot of energy. You're going to be very passionate. You're gonna have great conversations, very passionate conversations. You're gonna dance if there's dancing in here. Maybe someone may also sing. I mean, there is a lot of expression in here. People want to express themselves, people want to share whatever it is that they're enjoying, you know, that's making them feel good with others as well. And that's something I'm seeing here. Your future spouse is going to feel like you are a very passionate person. You are very alive, full of energy, very optimistic as well, as I'm hearing, okay? So maybe that's how you're going to come through the way you're going to speak to them. You may have a very optimistic view on life. Your future spouse will want to be around you. And not only your future spouse, but a lot of people, because your energy attracts people. And I honestly feel like this could be one of the best days you're gonna have, like maybe in your life, or at this month, in the year. It may be one of the best days because I genuinely see you happy. And this is how your future spouse is going to perceive you as well. They're going to see how great you feel about yourself and how much fun you have. That's another thing. You're going to have fun here. It's going to be a fun place. It's not too stern or too serious. It's much more uplifting, and once again, it's not only you having fun, but others as well. So it's kind of like the tone of this place, you know? It's a place where people should enjoy themselves, whether it's through food or through drinking, through dancing, celebrating. Yeah, a lot of enjoyment here. I literally see people dancing. Mm. And for some of you guys, there could even be some kind of family dynamics in here. So, for example, if this is a public place, it could be the case that there are families here as well with children, or if this is someone's birthday, there could be family members there as well, or of course, wedding. You're gonna be very open to your future spouse. You're gonna give them the impression that you are open for love, you're open to receive, you are available, like emotionally, romantically as well. I feel like you guys may actually flirt. Maybe that's where I'm getting those messages. Yeah, you may flirt with your future spouse and they will flirt with you. And once again, I'm hearing a lot of fun. The fun aspect is very big here. The first encounter between you guys is going to be very fun for sure. And I don't know why I'm getting the message that your future spouse is going to early on get the impression that, mm, like, they're going to see you as someone who they want to take serious. Or they're going to see you as someone who they want to offer something serious to. All right. This relationship will start off in a very serious manner. Like, both of you guys are gonna start this with the intention of a long-term relationship, and you're gonna both you're gonna be clear by it. Yeah, you're gonna know it. I'm also getting a message that you could have been single for quite some time, or is it you or is it your future spouse? Maybe it's even both of you guys, but at least one energy is coming through here. Yeah, which is, I see the person being single for a very long time before this relationship. However, no, I'm not getting specifically which one of you guys it is. However, it could also be both of you guys, okay? But yeah, at least one of you guys will have been single for some time before this. It's kind of like you've been waiting. You've been waiting for a spouse or to get married. When we speak about this energy that you're carrying at this day, it's the kind of energy that you want to have in your life. It's the kind of person that you want to get to know even more, that you're curious about. It's the kind of energy that leaves an impression, a very positive impression on you. It's very refreshing. You're going to have a very refreshing energy, very receptive, and just very bright. I guess bright is another great way to express this. You're gonna be very happy, my dear. Like, you will enjoy yourself dearly, a lot. Wherever or however you're gonna meet, you're having great time. I feel like it's a great day to get to know new people. Like the circumstance this is gonna happen in, it's kind of like a lot of people are open to new connections, to new friendships, to get to know new people. And yeah, you're gonna be in this energy as well. So will be your future spouse. Wow, yeah. My dear pal 2, this is all I have for you guys for today. I am not receiving any more messages. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And yeah, as always, if you haven't, I of course also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my dear. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what will be your future spouse's first impression of you. Now, before starting with the candle wax reading, my dear, I would like to get you one card from this archetype oracle deck. And before starting with this, there is one thing I would like to say. So, before every candle wax reading, as you may know if you have been watching my channel for some time, I always meditate first. And I already got some messages coming through for you guys during the meditation, and I can't wait. Like, I need to just mention how intense the physical attraction between you guys is gonna be. Like, I'm speaking here of fire, passion, okay? Like, a lot of things physically happening, reactions. Like, you guys, you're gonna be very attracted towards each other. It could even be the case that you are your future spouse's type or they are your type, but like physically speaking, it's like firework. There is really no other way to say it. This is exactly how it came through in the meditation. There is going to be a lot of physical attraction, and you will definitely find your future spouse very hot, okay? This is just something I wanted to quickly mention here. Yeah, so just so you guys know. Anyways, let's start with my dear pal 3, and let's see. I would like to get you guys, I wasn't ready. I would like to give you guys one oracle card, and then we will start with your candle wax reading, okay? So let's see. For my beautiful pile 3, what will be your future spouse's first impression of you? Let's see. What do you need to know about this? What will be your future spouse's first impression of you? All right. So let's see. One card, please. Okay. We have one card coming through, and it's the Alchemist. Wow. This is a very powerful archetype card. The Alchemist card says, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Okay. I don't know why, when I read golden wisdom, the first thing I heard was golden opportunity. I really feel like, my dear pal 3, you are the kind of person that your future spouse wants as a partner. I mean, I already talked about the fact that it could even be physically speaking, that you could be their type, you know? You are the kind of person that they are very physically attracted towards, but it's more than the physical, especially with the Alchemist energy being here. I really feel like this is going to be the kind of connections in which everything is going to be very intense, but at the same time, it's going to feel very right. And I would like to also talk about the fact that I really feel like there could be love at first sight energy in this reading as well. Of course, as always, take it how it resonates. Some people may believe in it, others may not. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But one thing I'm definitely also receiving is this love at first sight. I feel like when you meet your future spouse and when they meet you, you guys will not only have instant attraction, but also emotionally speaking, things will develop pretty quickly. And I mean, I'm focusing here on your future spouse's energy, so on their side for sure, things will develop pretty quickly. And it's kind of like you are this golden present, this golden gift that your future spouse, this blessing that they have been, yeah, looking for, always hoping for, um, to enter their life. They will recognize you for who you are. I don't know why. I'm not getting any messages regarding the Alchemist card, um, except this golden opportunity I've been talking about. Yeah, nothing. Your future spouse will recognize you for who you are to them. Okay, this could even be a spiritual connection here, okay? As always, take it how it resonates, but this is something I would like to say as well. Your future spouse, they're gonna see the potential that your union has, the compatibility that you guys have, the chemistry. But it's not only about like what I said, right? Physical attraction and stuff like that. There is definitely something much deeper connecting you guys together. However, in the beginning, maybe it will be something to explore or something to get to know, you know? Okay, I'm receiving another message. What I'm receiving is that when you enter your future spouse's life, you will transform a lot of things. Now, what do I mean by that? Maybe this person had a certain vision regarding the next 2 years, let's just say, and they thought, okay, now I'm putting maybe relationship aside. Let me focus on my career, or let me focus on this. It doesn't have to be the next 2 years. Maybe it's only a short life phase in their life. Maybe in the phase you guys are going to meet, they're going to be pretty focused on themselves and not so much on love. And this is what they told themselves, you know, they would put aside. And when you enter, it's kind of like you bring chaos to everything, in the sense that what they have been planning, you're gonna throw it out the window. You're gonna bring a lot of change, and it's kind of like they have to readjust their plans or their goals, perhaps even, because when you enter, you're gonna change everything. Maybe before you entered, they thought, okay, right now there's no one, like, there's not a significant person in my life, so let me put love aside. Let me first focus on certain things, and then, you know, I'm gonna maybe actively date or see where certain things go. But it's kind of like when you enter their life, all the things I've been talking about, they don't matter, because they see in you someone so significant that they will not only immediately make room for you, make space for you in their life, but you will actually also bring a lot of transformation with your, yeah, entering their life. Okay? That's something else I want to say. All right, so now I would say let me start with the candle wax reading. Let me get you guys your water bowl. All right, let me also get you guys your candle. So for my beautiful pile 3, as always, my dear, as always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for my beautiful pile 3. What do you need to know about your future spouse's first impression of you? This is such an exciting reading because there is something so exciting about the first impressions, right? Like the first thoughts and feelings. So let's see. I can literally feel someone watching this right now and they're being super excited. That's for sure. This could be one of your all-time favorite readings, okay, to someone who's watching. So let's see. For my beautiful pal 3, what do you need to know? Okay, first of all, some of you guys could have also been drawn to pile 2. If this is the case, then feel free to watch it. If not, then as always, just stick with this one here. One message I'm receiving is that your future spouse is going to see you as a great communicator. So it could be the case that you guys start a conversation and they're going to see that with you. It is very easy to talk to you, for you guys to start a conversation. It's kind of like when you guys have the first interaction, it's not gonna feel strange or awkward, or it's not gonna feel like you're talking to a stranger at all. It's gonna more so feel like talking to someone you already know. And this may be something that you will notice about your future spouse, that they don't feel like a stranger. It's kind of like when you meet them, it feels like you already know them. And it could be connected to this recognition I've been talking about, especially if this is a spiritual connection that energetically you guys already are familiar with each other. So it's not really a first meeting, although it could be in the 3D, you know? Okay, this is such a random message, but I'm also receiving a message that there could be some kind of purpose that you guys are gonna create together. Another thing I would like to mention here is that your future spouse is gonna get an impression of you that you are someone who has a lot of potential, and that you either are very successful or you are on the path towards it. So it could be the case that at the time when you meet your future spouse, maybe you are doing very well when it comes to your career, when it comes to your goals, you are on the path that you want to be on. Now, that doesn't mean you guys are going to tell your future spouse about your achievements. I even feel like maybe that's something they hear about. And of course, it depends on your guys' situation, right? Like the exact scenario in which you're gonna meet. If this, for example, is work related, maybe they hear it from a colleague or from a boss. If this is a, let's say, a place in which you guys maybe have mutual friends or mutual people you know, maybe someone who knows you is going to tell them that you are doing very good at your job, or there's something about that here. I don't feel like most of you guys are gonna say it yourself. I mean, of course, there could be the possibility maybe you guys are gonna have a conversation and then you're gonna tell them, well, I'm doing this and that, you know, and then they're gonna get the impression, wow, it looks like there is actually a lot that you're doing at this moment and you're thriving in. Of course, that could also be a possibility, but I'm just talking here about the majority. It could feel like a third person is saying something, is sharing something about you with them. And I don't know why, but I feel like when you guys okay. So I talked about the potential, and I talked about the fact that I feel like you guys will be very successful, or maybe you will meet at a time in which you are getting a lot of things when it comes to your career that you have been working towards. At the same time, I'm receiving a message that there was a time in your life in which you did not only feel trapped, but it was kind of like your career or certain aspects of your life didn't really go where you wanted it to go. So it's kind of like someone who started from zero and really made something for themselves. This is an impression they're gonna get. So maybe they get some kind of information about you not always being where you will be at the time when you will meet, and it will impress them because it shows your dedication, it shows your hard work, your passion as well. All right. Yeah. If it's not you telling them something about yourself, they will hear it from another person. But definitely the impression they will get is they will be very impressed by you. Very impressed, and they will think very highly of you as well. There is a lot of respect in here. It's kind of like they will see that you have overcome something and that you came out of this situation not only, but also victorious. That doesn't mean that you're gonna talk about your most darkest or intimate times with them in the first meeting. I mean, that's normally not something we do, right? When we get to know someone, we will not just speak about very private things to them. But there are two things I want to mention here. This feels like a spiritual connection. And sometimes when it comes to spiritual connections, there are certain things we do which maybe we wouldn't do normally. And I feel like with this person, you're gonna be much more open than you may be with a person you meet for the very first time. However, still, that doesn't mean you guys are gonna spill all your secrets. It could be something they hear about you. Maybe that not long ago you weren't where you are when you will meet, okay? But still, I feel like there is this element of you being very open to them, maybe more open than you normally are. And that's because of this familiarity I've been talking about, okay? Maybe you're meeting for the very first time, like physically speaking, but in a way, your energies already know each other. Yeah. You guys, yeah. Do you remember the first message that I shared with you guys regarding the extremely intense attraction towards each other? It's definitely coming through here once again. So, yeah, this person will definitely be very attracted towards you. Not only that, they will also see you as a very beautiful person, very gorgeous, very handsome. Of course, as always, take it how it resonates, but that's something I'm getting here. Yeah, you're gonna be their type. There is really no other way to say it. What is it that other people, yeah, I think it's called like ideal type, right? I think that's the term. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you may be their ideal type. And I really feel like when we talk about this passion that not only is coming through within you, but also within this connection, there is a lot to dive into. I feel like you guys are gonna have a partner in each other and with who you can really explore that side of life, that physical side of life. And yeah, it's a very beautiful coming together here. Oh, it's literally, you guys, it's literally getting hot. Like, what is happening? This is, yeah, this is incredible. Wow. Is there anything else? No, I think that's all. My dear pal 3, as always, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And yeah, as always, my dear, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a new pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3, take care, my dear.